Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith here at the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your weather hazard briefing for Sunday, May 26th. So, breaking things down into really two categories here over the next few days. First, we are at a break between storm systems. And this is going to feature a strong taste of spring returning to the forecast. So dry conditions, mostly sunny and clear skies, decreasing winds, and warming temperatures expected both today and Monday. Two little ripples here, two little flies in the ointment that we do want to mention. We can't rule out an isolated shower or even a small thunderstorm this afternoon into early evening up in the northeast across the Fremont County Island Park area. Some of our high-res models are hinting at perhaps a little bit of that activity, but the rest of the region should be dry, so good news there. We also, even though winds will be decreasing during this two-day break, we do have a little bit of breeziness out there today. And for that reason, we have a lake wind advisory in effect again for American Falls Reservoir. And today that's going to run from 6 a.m. all the way to 9 p.m. So all day long, some rough conditions for small craft out on the reservoir until we finally are able to cut those winds down, and things will be much lighter as we proceed into Monday. Okay, regime number 2 here. We do have another storm system that will be approaching the region in a couple days. So looking out into the Tuesday afternoon into at least Wednesday period, our next low-pressure storm system will bring showers and thunderstorms back to the forecast, as well as an increase in wind once again, and particularly Wednesday looking like the windier day with this. Warmest temperatures. Some of the warmest temperatures we've seen all year so far, actually, 80s are still expected for Tuesday. And of course, the warmer we are, that tends to also help fuel thunderstorms if we do have a system moving in and enough instability and moisture available. So bear that in mind for Tuesday. Laying it all out here on our weather risk outlook. Again, just like we've been saying the past few days, no big, widespread threats to life and property, but a few kind of nuisance weather conditions here, depending on where you are and the day you're interested in. Today, that's really the lake wind advisory here for American Falls Reservoir. Some breezy conditions, particularly up the Snake Plain and Magic Valley. Maybe, again, an isolated shower or thunderstorm this afternoon up toward Island Park in Fremont County. Monday, completely quiet, no concerns at all. Tuesday, here comes the next system, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you can see that starts out with those really warm conditions here in the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, the South Hills. We have at least isolated thunderstorm potential by afternoon region-wide, maybe a better chance of more showers and thunderstorms as you head up into the Central Mountain region. So Lost River area, Sawtooth area, Lemhi County for that. Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms for a second day expected region-wide as this low-pressure system moves through. We'll see increasing winds. This will be the breezier day of this system, and maybe even a little more than breezy, a little more windy here across portions of the Snake Plain, particularly the Arco Desert region, kind of our windier area that we see often. Maybe close to wind advisory by the time we get out into Wednesday afternoon. Still got a few days to see how the model guidance trends there, but that will be with us with this system as well. Thursday, a little bit uncertain. We may see some lingering showers, at least for portions of southeast Idaho. We may see some lingering breezy conditions as well down in the Snake Plain, Eastern Magic Valley, Raft River region. All depends on timing. All depends on how quickly we can get this low pressure system out of here. That'll dictate our weather as we head out to Thursday. Watches, warnings, and advisories. All we've got is that lake wind advisory. Again, all day long, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. for American Falls Reservoir. So if you plan on venturing out, please do bear that in mind, that we will have that hazard out there. Current satellite loop this morning, you can see a nice trend in the cloud cover here, ejecting off to the east. We're clearing a lot of these clouds out of the state of Idaho. Mostly clear conditions building in from the west as high pressure starts to take control. And of course, with that in mind, the radar is looking nice and clear this morning. No concerns out there as we open up your Sunday. Low temperatures as you head out, a little bit cooler maybe for some spots than we saw yesterday morning. Still generally warm enough that at least in our main agricultural corridor here up the Eastern Magic Valley and Snake Plain, frost shouldn't be a concern, at least not a widespread concern, with the lowest readings generally in the upper 30s as opposed to near freezing. But you can see values here as you head out this morning. And then high temperatures as we head into the afternoon hours, getting up a little bit warmer. We got a few spots in the upper 50s, Island Park, Driggs, Stanley actually breaking 61 in the forecast here, and then upper 60s as you get down into the lower elevations of the Snake Plain and Eastern Magic Valley. So very pleasant on our temperature forecast here today. We'll throw up the winds here today because, again, we're decreasing those winds as this system pulls away and we enter our 2-day break, but still a little breeziness out there. And this won't just be the afternoon. Some areas will be breezy even this morning. And right now at the Pocatello Airport, we're seeing some fairly breezy conditions out of the southwest and we're here about 5 a.m. So over here on the left, sustained winds. You can see the strongest winds where they normally are, up the Eastern Magic Valley and Snake Plain corridor, sustained about 15 to 25 miles an hour today. And over here on the right, we've got the stronger wind gusts in the same area, 30, 35 mile an hour wind gusts currently in the forecast. Not reaching broad wind advisory criteria, more of a kind of a nuisance wind and then some conditions on American Falls Reservoir that may be a bit choppy for those small craft. Monday, we'll warm things up even more. We'll add 5 to 10 degrees for your high temperatures, so 66 in Driggs, 64 in Island Park. And then as you head down into the lower elevations, mid to upper 70s, maybe within a degree or two of 80 by mid-afternoon out here towards Shoshone and Twin Falls. But beautiful conditions for most of our population centers, even breaking into the 70s up here for Stanley, Chalice, and Salmon as well. Okay, let's compare temperatures. Again, here's Monday. Let's advance to Tuesday. Here's our warmest day in the forecast. Some of the warmest temperatures that we've seen so far this year are in the forecast for Tuesday. Upper 70s in our mountain regions, most of the valleys here in our mountain regions, and then 80s looking pretty solid from the Eastern Magic Valley down into Oakley, down into the Raft River region, east to Pocatello, and even up as far as about Idaho Falls and INL, getting into at least the low 80s. And you can see the highest values here, 85, 86 degrees, building into Twin Falls and Shoshone. Salmon and Chalice may break 80 degrees as well on Tuesday. And remember, increasing chances of a few at least isolated thunderstorms, maybe a little bit more than isolated as you head into the Central Mountains. This is the latest severe weather outlook from our agency's Storm Prediction Center for Tuesday. And you can see that at least as far south as the Snake Plain corridor and the upper Snake Highlands, shaded with light green here for some risk of thunderstorms. And then right on our doorstep up to the north here, possibly including portions of Lemhi County, Custer County, currently in a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms. That means that conditions may come together up across that region where we may see a little bit larger hail potential, some stronger wind potential. It's looking right now like wind is probably going to be the bigger concern with storms on Tuesday. So we'll see how this trends over the next couple days, but keep in mind, particularly as you head north, that a few of the storms may be on the stronger side Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening. Finally, Wednesday, day 2 of the upcoming low pressure system will back off those temperatures a little bit. Highs generally in the upper 60s to mid 70s, but still not bad. And of course, showers and thunderstorms and increasing wind all expected as we head into your Wednesday. Wrapping up here, looking a little bit further out into the 8 to 14 day period. So this is, if you go out a week to 2 weeks from now, all the different climate signals that we look at are hinting at above normal potential for temperatures. So above normal temperatures are favored. If you look at the odds here across much of the northern Rockies, the Great Basin, including our forecast area here in southeast Idaho. So this taste of spring, even an early taste of summer, may hold on for a little while if this ends up panning out here as we go into the 2-week period of the forecast here. And finally, just another quick reminder, since it's been a couple days, another virtual online Skywarn spotter class is coming up on Tuesday, June 4th. 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. No pre-registration required. Just simply show up and join at the link here shown on your screen. This information is docked on our Twitter or X page for NWS Pocatello, also on our NWS Pocatello Facebook page and at the top of our website at weather.gov/Pocatello. If anyone's interested, needs to refer back to it. Anyone with an interest in the weather, helping your community, joining our spotter program, we'd love to have you for this training coming up on June 4th. And that's it for your briefing this morning. If you have questions, comments, concerns, of course, reach out. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday.